Hey YouTube family, it is Seeking Mini-Me here, also known as Tiffany, and I am coming to you with an update. This is my week 41. So I am 41 weeks out from my VSG surgery. So let me start with my stats. I am, or what did I start? Let's see, I'm 5'1", 33 years old. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy November 22nd of 2000. These dogs, I swear. November 22nd of 2017 with Dr. Clinton Hall at Baycare Medical Facility in Tampa, Florida. My highest weight ever recorded was 226.8. My surgery weight, let's see. So 226.8 was my highest weight ever recorded. That was January of, what was that? January of 2016 was my highest. And my highest weight during the whole process, going through the whole process of the VSG was 225. My liquid diet, I started at 205.4, and my surgery weight, so day of surgery, was 195.6. I don't remember what I was last time I came to you, but I know I was at goal. I'm not really sure which weight I was at. I have pretty much been just maintaining right around the high 220s. I think I came to you after the cruise, and I had jumped up to, I think it was, 131? Something like that. And so yeah, after the cruise was the only time I've really hit the 130s, which I talked about that I didn't really like the 130s. I definitely feel more comfortable in the 120s, so I was going to try to kind of bring my weight back down closer to like the mid 120s. But for the most part, I have been just maintaining right around, I guess, the 126 to 128 range is pretty much where I've been since I was at 128 week 37 and 128 week 35, which was before my cruise. So yeah, for the most part, I've been sitting right around the 126, 127 range. So today is week 41. I did weigh in this morning. I was 126.6, which right around my maintenance range, so no surprise there. However, 126.6, my highest weight ever recorded was 126.8. At 126.8, that puts me at losing 100.2 pounds. So I have lost 100 pounds. I have lost 100 pounds from my highest, which I think is pretty cool. Have you guys on a different setup here because I'm in my kitchen, because I didn't feel like cleaning up my bed and stuff to do it in my bedroom. It's pretty sad, huh? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 100 pounds lost from my highest weight, so that's really exciting. I have lost 69 pounds since surgery, 80 pounds since my liquid diet, but 100 pounds lost from my highest weight. I remember when I was talking to a friend of mine. She's the person that we had lost a lot of weight together back about 5 or 6 years ago, before I had put it all back on. And during the time where I had put it all back on and ended up hitting my very heaviest that I have ever hit, I remember getting on the scale for the first time in a while, and seeing that number and thinking, like, was completely devastated and, hysterical, because I was thinking, like, around 126, like if I was at 226, like around 126 puts me like at a nice healthy BMI. And I was like that was so daunting to me to think about losing 100 pounds. I was like, it almost made me want to like just throw in the towel. And I didn't right at that point. Like, I know I had lost some weight, and I kind of went back up again and lost some weight again before I like kind of embarked in the VSG process. I've always kind of been yo-yoing like that, but I just remember that very like vividly, just being absolutely devastated to see that number on the scale, because like I'm 5'1", so 226.8, almost 227 is a lot of weight to have on such a small frame. And I just was like, there's no way, I'm never going to be able to hit 126 and, or, 130s or whatever. Like, I was just like, that's crazy. That's 100 pounds. Like, and here I am. I've lost 100 pounds from that point. I can't even begin to describe how I feel like tears welling up in the back of my eyes, but I'm not going to cry. I can't even begin to describe how much of an amazing feeling that is. I can't really tell you, and I can't really explain to you, or I don't know why, but I just know in my heart and soul that this is the last time that I am going to suffer this yo-yo up and down. And I'm not saying that I'm not like, gonna put on any weight. I don't think that that's the case, but I will never hit 226 again. Never. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the surgery. I don't know if something has shifted in my brain. I really don't know, but it will never happen again. My thing is, I would love to stay where I am at, right here. Nice, good maintenance range. But I feel like, anything can happen. And I try to be realistic with myself. But my number in my head is like, I will never be above 150 again. Maybe I'll never even hit that. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to sit right where I'm at. Maybe, it'll be like, oh, you put on 5 pounds, let's get on this. And, I really don't know, but I just know in my heart and in my soul, like, this is the absolute last time that I'm ever going to see 200 and anything on that scale. And it's just such an amazing feeling. Like, I've struggled throughout this process, here and there. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you've probably seen my 4-week update where I was very emotional and just regretted the surgery and just thought this was the worst decision I ever made. And at that point in time, again, that was exactly how I felt. But I can't even begin to describe how far from that I feel now. This surgery it's given me hope. It gave me something. It was a tool that helped get me moving and get me going in the right direction. And now, instead of having that huge number, like, oh, I have to lose 100 pounds, like, I can't do that. Like, and, that would discourage me, or it would just, that's not here anymore. I am at a healthy weight. I'm at a healthy BMI. I am at a good weight for my frame and for my body for the first time ever in my adult life. And now I just have to maintain that. Maintenance is scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like, honestly, I've been maintaining, and to be completely honest with you, I haven't changed a single thing. Not really sure why my body's decided to stop here, but I haven't changed anything. Still eating the same things. I haven't really increased my intake. I'm still technically I'm still in a calorie deficit. Most days when I do track, I'm still only hitting around 1,000 calories, maybe a little bit more. But like, I'm still definitely in a calorie deficit. So I don't know, but I'm just maintaining here. My exercising hasn't been as consistent. Like, you guys know, from day one, I was doing 3 times a week, like minimally exercising. I haven't done anything less than 2 times a week from what I can remember. I'm pretty sure I've at least done 2 times a week, but hasn't been as consistent. But aside from that, I haven't changed anything, and yet I'm still in a calorie deficit, and I'm just kind of chilling within a couple of pounds right here. So I've heard some people have told me that have said, like, when your body is ready to stop losing, like, it's just gonna stop, I guess. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how you can be in a calorie deficit and still be maintaining. But I am. That's what's working for me. Maybe the days that I don't track, maybe I'm just eating a lot more than I realize, but sometimes I'm eating a lot less. And not purposefully. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know, but it is what it is. I haven't changed anything. I've been doing the same kind of things, but I'm maintaining this last week, and I'll talk about that in a minute. I have changed some things, but previously, these past few weeks, I haven't. But yeah, I've just been kind of maintaining in about that 1 to 2 pound range, which I'm completely fine with. I'm happy. I like this weight. I feel good. I felt a little puffy after my cruise, so I definitely am not like, I don't feel comfortable in the 130 range. It's just so weird for me to say, because I remember like, oh my god, 130, that's like pie in the sky. I would kill to be 130, and now I'm like, I don't really like that 130 range. But yeah, so yeah, maintenance is going well. I can't say that I've really figured it out because I haven't really changed anything. But I am maintaining, and it's going well. I mean, maybe it is just a balance, because I guess I'm a little more lax than when I was actively trying to lose weight. Because I definitely was lax on the cruise, where I didn't go like crazy insane, but I just enjoyed myself. Obviously, I was pretty lax on that, which I kind of jumped up a couple of pounds, but it came off pretty quickly. I do occasionally, I don't know, maybe I have like indulged a little bit more than I usually do, because I'm like, hey, you're not trying to lose weight, you're just trying to maintain, but not going crazy, like not like stuffing myself with like, bad things. Like I'm just, I guess I mean, I know, it's not that I'm guessing, I know it's all about balance. For me, it's about balance. When I first started my journey, I had to cut out a lot of things. I had to cut out sugars. I had to cut out carbs. I was not doing any carbs for a long time. I had cut out some things that just weren't good for me for mentally wise, because they trigger things for me. They make me crave things. They just weren't good for me mentally, so I just cut them out completely. And now I'm not like that. I do eat carbs. I'm not as strict on sugars. Again, I don't go crazy, but like, I'll eat granola and fruits, and like snacks. I like to do like honey roasted peanuts. It's my thing. So I will eat sugar. I'm not as like, oh, I can't have anything with sugar, but I'm not like going back to eating like, oh, let me have, these donuts or cookies or cakes or, stuffing myself with ice cream every day or anything like that. Not that I don't have ice cream occasionally, but, and sometimes I will indulge in a little treat, but it's majority of the time I'm eating like I should be. And if I want something sweet, I eat something sweet. Like I don't have to deprive myself anymore. I don't feel like I have to, because I'm in maintenance. But obviously I have to keep in my head that, I can't slip back into what I was doing before, because maintenance or not, I'd put on weight if I started eating like I was before. So I'm just mindful. I guess I'm mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth. Like, for example, I was over at a friend's house and I was having a really bad sweet tooth, and they had a bag of peanut M&Ms. So, I still looked at the nutrition facts. I still got an idea of, okay, so, how many calories are in this? What kind of sugars am I looking at? Obviously, it's crazy sugar, but I was like, you know what? I can fit this into my macros. I had half a serving. I ate 6 peanuts, 6 peanut M&Ms, and that was it. It satisfied my sweet tooth, and I didn't feel like I was deprived. So it's just about really being mindful and, and watching what you're eating. And if I have a bad day that maybe I didn't stay to my macros, or maybe I just get right back on track the next day. And I think that's also a big difference and a big change. So anyways, yeah, maintenance is going pretty well. Maybe without realizing that I have changed some things. Maybe I am eating, maybe like the days kind of like maybe when I'm tracking or whatever, my days are kind of lower in calories, but when I'm not, maybe they're a little higher. I don't know, but it's going well. So yeah, that's that. So what I've been doing differently this week, I'm going to mention that real quick, is I have a big thing coming up in October. So I'll talk about that in a second. But I figured, why does it always go out of focus? Okay, so I have something coming up in October. On Instagram, I'm Instagram Seeking Mini Me VSG, same name on Instagram. If you want more up-to-date information, you can always check me out there. But anyways, on Instagram, Nicole Losing, she is doing a challenge, and it's miles into fall, so hashtag miles into fall. And so I've decided to go ahead and join that challenge. So what it is get 100 miles in the month of September. So I thought that that would be a great challenge because I haven't been as consistent as I would like to be with working out. I think I have got better, not this week, but the weeks previous, like the last 2 weeks, I have been doing 3 times a week, I'm pretty sure. I think I did 4 times a week one of the weeks, but yeah, so I have been better. But I love a good challenge. Challenges keep me motivated. You got the whole community that's kind of doing it so that, you see them getting their miles and you're like, oh, I want to get my miles. And so it's great. I like the challenge. I like to be pushed and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that challenge, miles into fall. So my plan is to get 100 miles in the month of September, and already I am crushing it. September 1st, I kind of dropped the ball, but then September 2nd, I got 6 miles. September 3rd, I got 6 miles. September 4th, I got 6 miles. And is today the 5th? Yeah. And the 5th, today, I already did I did skating, rollerblading, and already got in 5 miles today. So, and I'm probably still going to do my afternoon jog too. I have been doing most of those miles jogging. My endurance has got really good with the jogging. So I've been doing most of those miles jogging. Some of them, few here and there, I've been doing walking. And then like today I said I did rollerblading because my body felt really, really exhausted. Like all that jogging, like all those days in a row, because I've been doing like about 4 miles of jogging a day. And I just kind of felt wore out and kind of tired. So I was like, well, I want to get my miles. I don't want to not doing anything. But I wanted to do something just a little bit less impact this morning. So I did 5 miles on rollerblading, and it was a breeze. The exercise part was a breeze. Like I wasn't even really out of breath, but man, I haven't rollerbladed in a long time. And like I used to do it when I was a kid all the time, but man, my balance is not what it used to be. Anyway, so yeah, I'm doing that, the miles into fall. So far I've done every day except for the 1st. So I've gotten today I've already gotten 5 miles and 6 miles the other 3 days. So it was just the 1st that I didn't. So that's been great motivation, and it's fun and exciting, and I'm feeling like I just feel good when I exercise, so that's always nice. So anyways, I figured no better month to do it because I have plastics in October. So figured September, get my body in the best shape that it can be, just strong. I'm not really expecting to, I have a feeling that I may start to kind of lose a little bit of weight just because I'm increasing my exercising. But who knows? Maybe my body just likes this number and I don't move. I don't know. But it's not really for weight loss. I just want my body to be stronger. I just want to feel good. I want to feel stronger. The healthier I am, the better I feel and all that kind of stuff, the easier the recovery is going to be. So yeah, I have made my decision. I am going to be getting plastics. My surgery date is October 2nd. I think I had told you guys that I had made a decision on the breast. Maybe not. Maybe I haven't come to you since I made it. So initially I made a decision just to get my breast done. Mainly just for financial reasons. I thought financially it would be easier to kind of break up the surgeries and pay for one and then do the second one. And secondly, because, I wanted to kind of see how this maintenance thing goes. And just kind of wait until I was a little bit further out from surgery. And that's what a lot of people said that they would recommend you doing, and I think that that's a great plan. I think that if that's what you want to do, it's definitely something that you should do. I just decided I didn't want to go under the knife twice if I could avoid it. I have the ability financially to be able to do it all now. It turned out that the payments and stuff like that were a lot more manageable than I was initially thinking that they were going to be. So, you know what? You only live once, and I'm already 33, and I'm not saying by any means that that's old, but like, I've lived with this stomach for majority of pretty much my whole adult life, but majority of my life. And my boobs I haven't really had an issue with my boobs until this weight loss, like this last 10 pounds or so really took a number on my boobs. So, Karma, stop. So yeah, I say, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I've been maintaining within a 5-pound range for the past, I don't know, 3 months or so. So my doctor, I talked to my plastic surgeon about it, and I asked him, what his thoughts were. And of course he warned me, he told me that, if you do end up going back and putting on the weight, that, you're going to ruin all of this money that you've spent. You could totally ruin the work. And he's like, that's something that is really up to you. Do you want to take that chance? How are you feeling? He's like, not every person is going to, be the same. He's like, right now you're healthy. It's like, I feel completely comfortable with doing the surgery. You're healthy. You've done everything that you can do. Your body is strong. You just have the skin. There's really barely any fat there. It's just the skin. And he's like, so I feel completely comfortable with doing the surgery. But, just know that if there is any weight gain or anything like that, there's definitely could be some side effects, to the work and stuff. So, and obviously I know that. But what better way to motivate me to stay on top of things and to stay in maintenance and to, do this than having the body that I want, or the body that I've always kind of envisioned in my head and never been able to see. No matter what I do, no matter how much exercising I do or anything like that, especially my boobs, it's not going to change anything. So what better way to motivate myself? So I'm going to do it. I have the ability to be able to do it. I'm not getting any younger. The older I get, the more difficult it is going to be for me to heal. I've had my labs. All my blood work is good. My doctor's going to redo my labs to make sure that everything is good and on point and right where it needs to be. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. So yeah, October 2nd is my surgery date. I'm going to be getting what they call a mommy makeover, which is, for me, I'm getting a breast lift, which is going to be the full lift. So it's going to be anchor scar, so around the areola, which is around the nipples, down the bottom of my breast and across the bottom, because unfortunately my boobs need a lot of help. So I'm going to get the lift, and I'm also going to be getting implants, and a tummy tuck. It's just going to be from basically hip to hip. It's not going to be a 360 or anything, just I don't know what it's called, but just the regular abdominoplasty, the tummy tuck, scar from hip to hip, and also with muscle tightening. He says that, he'll do a little bit of lipoing and stuff if he, during the surgery, just to make sure it's all nice and smooth and stuff if need be. But it doesn't expect that I'll need much lipo. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to talk to you guys about. I have my pre-op appointment 2 weeks before the surgery. I do have some questions. We're just going to be talking about specifics, picking my size, picking, I already know that I have to go under the muscle because my breast tissue is pretty thin. But you know, we kind of talked about size already, but I've been looking at pictures and stuff, and I'm still kind of back and forth. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about, I want to talk about my nipples, like, because he's going to be doing a full lift. So sometimes they can, like, change the size. Obviously, they're going to be changing the placement of my nipples. Sometimes they'll change the size and stuff too. So I'm going to talk about that, like, how does that work? Have some questions in regards to the scar, where it's going to be, you know, making sure that it's going to be, you know, lower, because you know, I wear my underwear kind of low. I kind of want to make sure that I can cover it with underwear. My belly button, I want to make sure that I'm going to have a nice cute belly button. Yeah, so I just have some stuff that I want to talk about in regards to the specifics in regards to the surgery. But my doctor is Dr. Joshua Halpern. He's in Tampa. That's where I live. And I really like him and his procedure and the way he goes about things. He's got a very less invasive way of doing these surgeries, very minimal downtime. Most patients don't need pain medication. Very little bruising, those sort of things. So it's a lot less traumatic to the body, the way that he goes about things. Also a lot fewer complications. And stuff like that. So I felt like he was the best choice for me. He is a board certified plastic surgeon. He's been doing this for 20 years. He's also an artist, which I really liked about him, because, you know, artists tend to look at, you know, even if it's plastic surgery, they look at it like it's their work of art. That person on the table is their work of art. So I feel like he's going to be a little more perfectionist and that sort of thing, and really going to work. And I really feel like he's going to work to get me the results that I'm looking for. So I'm still extremely nervous. There's always that fear in the back of my head, like, what if, you know, I watch Botch too much? What if it turns out bad? What if my results are bad? What if I have a complication? All of those things. It kept me up all last night. I don't know why. I mean, my surgery is still a month out, but for some reason I just couldn't stop thinking about it last night. So I am nervous and scared, but also very, very excited. So I just can't wait until I'm also nervous about the recovery, like how it's going to be. I don't do very well with pain medication. So yeah, all of those things are on my mind, but I'm excited. Can't wait to embark on this and see where my life goes from here. I can't even, like, I'm so happy. Like, things are just, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still times, like, I had kind of a funk, and I think I told you guys, after the cruise, I just kind of felt funky. I wasn't working out, I wasn't being consistent. I think that was the only week that I did. There was, like, that I didn't even work out at all that week, which is not like me. I haven't really done that this whole time, but yeah, so I kind of got into a funk, but, you know, I came out of it, and it's always going to be like that. You know, there's always going to be times where you're going to struggle, and there's always going to be times where you're not going to be perfect. There's going to be times where you're going to make mistakes, and there's going to be times where, you know, things are going to be bad, but all in all, you know, you come out of those and you are stronger and you feel better, and ultimately I'm happy. Like, my home life is better, my work life is better. I'm just overall in a better place. Like, I'm going to school, I'm working towards goals. Like, these are just things that, I don't know, like, my weight, like, just affected me. It kept me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I'm not scared of anything anymore. I love to do things. I love it to experience new places and go and do new things, and I love to be adventurous, and it's such a different life, and I'm so happy. My marriage is better. Anyways, guys, I'm at 30 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for me about anything, I'm an open book. I don't mind sharing or giving tips or pointers or whatever. I'm always open to anything, or if you guys have any suggestions for me and stuff like that, I'm always open to hear what you guys have to say and stuff. yeah, but if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, or you can follow me on Instagram. You can message me over there. However you want to do it is fine with me. But thank you guys so much for subscribing. I know I'm over 500. I'm not exactly sure how many subscribers I have right now, but yeah, I'm over 500 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. Those of you who have recently joined me, I appreciate you guys following along and just being interested in my story. And for those of you who have been following me since the beginning, love you. You guys are awesome. You guys followed me through that week 4. Those of you who stayed through that, you guys are great. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. I will talk to you guys later. Sorry I can't be in, giving updates weekly and stuff like that. Life just kind of is crazy, but I'm still here. Things are still going well, and I'll come to you guys when I can. Hopefully maybe after my pre-op appointment, I'll be able to come and give you guys an update and let you know how that went. But yeah, that's all I have.